Hi, this is Cousin Russ, another short subject video of Family Tree Maker 2019. This time I'm going to stay in the plan workspace like I did the last time, but there's a new feature in the plan workspace called the change log. This is very cool. And this is the plan workspace as we normally see it. And that's my to-do list. But right to the right of the Tasks tab is a change log. This gives you the last 1,000 actions that you did in Family Tree Maker. And I want to show you some options specifically there. This is not my first go-to to resolve a mistake that I had made earlier. And I just want to explain that. This is a great tool to have. But if you make an error on data entry or a merge or whatever, you make an entry problem, click Edit and Undo. This will allow you to undo the last thing that you did that you want to undo. Again, that is one action at a time, and you only can go back once. So also the Control Z as in zebra will do the same thing, a normal Windows feature, so you can undo the last thing that you did. So now that we have the change log and it shows you the last 1,000 things that you did, you can select any option and roll back to that place. Last thing that you did. Everything above this blue line now will be gone. Now I'm going to just going to click on roll back, change, and this is just a confirmation. And I just want to point out that you want to keep this backup before you roll back. Suppose that you really didn't want to roll back that far and you did it, and then you needed to you have a backup to go back to. I'm going to cancel that because I want to show you some other options that are available here. You can list by date, or you can list by object. That is, there are the people that I worked on. I added some media files, so you can list by object or by date, and I keep it in a date order. And by the way, you can go from the oldest or the newest, and if you go to the oldest, it'll take you to the bottom of the list and you can scroll up. So you have a whole bunch of options on the sort. I showed you the by date or by object, all records, by person, that's by person, or by media, or by source. So those are the things that you can view on the screen, and you would probably want to note the date and time over here. So the important thing is you don't want to use this feature unless you know that you're going to lose a lot of some work. Depends upon how far down the list it was that you made that had the problem. On the right, it says all changes added. You can view everything that you added, anything that you changed, anything that you deleted. And I'm going to keep it at all. The other nice feature here is that you can also print it. So if you want to review your change log, you can print it if you want. But I wanted to show you the change log. I use it to go back and see what I may have done something this morning. I may not want to go back to it because I may have done a whole bunch of stuff since, but it'll tell me what I did and to whom. And again, I have these options to look at it. I wanted to give you a high-level view of this feature, and I'll give you a practical use for it that I use it for on my laptop. If I take my laptop to give a presentation on Family Tree Maker, I now can do whatever I want and always reset that file back to the way it was when I started the presentation. I always back up my file before I start a presentation anyhow, so that's what I've been doing in the past. But within this feature in 2019, I can use the change log to put me back to where I was when I started the presentations. All that changes that I have made for presentation purposes, I can roll back to the way it was when I started. So the change log is a great new feature in Family Tree Maker. I hope you use it, but I just want to caution you that you could undo a whole lot of work that you spent time doing, and make sure that you use that backup feature when you begin that to roll back to that change log. So that's Family Tree Maker 2019 and the change log feature. Thank you and have a great day.